And we are back live from Las Vegas, the triumphant return of the Bar Comedy USA News live stream. We are back. I was out and about, traveling around the country. Youngstown, Ohio, and Atlanta, Georgia. It was crazy. It was exhausting. It was balls to the walls for 2 weeks there, and then it was back in Las Vegas and getting caught up on a lot of things, getting the summer planned with the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour. We've got a lot of great shows coming up, and you can get the schedule, at least for June right now. It's up there, barcomictix.com. And then the next sighting for the World Series of Comedy is going to be the live recordings at Crackpots Comedy Club in Massillon, Ohio, May 28th through the 31st. That's at VIPTicketHub.com. And I want to give a shout out to Pub and Grub Comedy Tour headliners, Bar Comedy USA superstars, David James Spolaris, Andy Gunnan, Day Peace, Hunter Lloyd, Steve Sabo, and Scott Putnam. All on the road last weekend. Indiana, Wyoming, Michigan. That Wyoming up there, Gillette. I think it's a gas station that just has a bar like in the corner. I haven't been there myself. It's called Legends. It is a legend. I've heard a lot of stories. But, you know, even if that's the case, they don't treat it like it's just background noise. Stand-up comedy is not background noise. People will say that comedy does not work in a bar. Well, I beg to differ. It's been proven time and time again for many years, decades, if not more. In fact, comedy actually works anywhere. You do it in a cornfield. You set it up right. It could work. Been there, done that. Trust me. It's just you just can't treat it like background noise. It doesn't work if it's treated like background noise. It's not, elevator music. It's not the jukebox. It's not karaoke. It's not something that you talk through while you're waiting for your appetizers to arrive. Waiting on your mozzarella sticks, and then we're just going to put stand-up comedy in the background as a brief distraction until you can be on your way. That's not what it is. It's not Applebee's. And, in fact, it can work best in bars because that's where stand-up comedy can be in its purest form. Raw, live, 3 feet from your face. Even a comedy club's a bar. They're serving booze up in there all night long. I don't care if the bar is got cigarette butts in the urinals from 1986. And you go in there with the mindset to have a good time and pay attention so that way you actually hear the jokes. You can do comedy anywhere. Really, it works more ideal in some places rather than others. But that's why we go to nightclubs, taverns, neighborhood restaurants, and bars. It's set up as a special event. It takes a very certain type of comedian that can do that. So once again, shout out and thank yous to David and Andy and Day and Hunter and Steve and Scott. And coming up this week, Andy Gunn is back out there. He's in Buford. We'll talk more about this tomorrow. We'll do another live segment tomorrow. Comment below where you're watching from, and I'll let you know. I'll comment back when we'll be bringing the shows anywhere near you. coming up soon. Larry Smith and Chad Philly are going out on the road this week. Andy Gunn and Nick Hartley are going out on the road this week with the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour. Once again, you can get tickets for that at barcomictix.com. And we'll go into more details with the tour dates tomorrow. We'll do another live video tomorrow. I don't know exactly when. We had great shows. I just want to give a shout out to the venues as well. That's what I'm looking up here. Is the places that we're going to coming up. We were at the Waterford Inn 2 in LaPorte. Thank you very much to Valerie and the crew there. And Lindsay and everybody at Legends in Gillette. They do comedy every 2 months and have been for several years now. US 12 Bar and Grill in Wayne, Michigan. John, I appreciate you bringing us in. He's just trying it for the first time. There's a little bit of growing pains anytime you do that. They left the TVs on. That's always a big no-no. That can be distracting. I did a show this place. I said, can you turn the TVs off? They're like, no, people are watching that. It was the preview channel. Some of these bars, like they insist on zoning out on the preview channel. I get it if it's a game.
I used to be an adventurer like you. And I took an arrow in the knee.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back. Make sure to go on over to the website, barcomictix.com. Look up the schedule for June when the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour will be on its way to your area, and July and August will be posted soon. Comment below where you're watching from. That's it for now. That's what's happening in bar comedy across the country. Thanks for watching.
Autobots, roll!